Good day, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about my research result entitled Student Cognitive Engagement and Academic Performance in a Flipped Classroom Model within an Outstanding Class Programs. This research result is presented for Asia Tefl Conference. There are some reasons for taking the research. The first one is unstable learning condition when COVID-19 hit the world. You know, when COVID-19 hit the world, there are big change of learning condition from offline meeting to the online meeting. And here, the technology involvement dominated in these conditions. Hybrid learning is the alternative learning that some school and some teachers choose. And flipped classroom is the way to assist them, to assist the teacher and to assist the student through these hard learning times. The implementation of this learning mode still lack of research in terms of cognitive engagement and academic performance. Therefore, my research focus in cognitive engagement of the students and how is the academic performance of the students when the implementation of flipped classroom. Probably some of you has already known or has already listened about flipped classroom. Flipped classroom is a pedagogical model which maximizes the use of digital resources in learning outside the class, focus on activating student-centered learning with related content. The original concept of flipped classroom is an inverted classroom model which the learning materials are introduced before the class time and discussed even for understanding through discussion with peers and teacher in the classroom. The prior learning material which is sent to students can be in the form of pre-recorded teaching. It is also can be in interactive videos, simulation and cases, prescribed reading, and other learning materials. Here, the student will try to build on their knowledge by comprehending the given material, forced to activate their critical thinking by analyzing the learning materials. Also, students are forced to have self-regulated learning and be autonomous learners, as well as be an active learner to perceive the good of flipped classroom. In taking the research, there are some aims that I would like to achieve. The first one is to find out the effect of flipped classroom toward student cognitive engagement and how is their academic performance in learning English, particularly at an outstanding class program. In detail, the student will expose student learning condition when flipped classroom is implemented and the influence of it on students' learning results. The research finding will give contribution on knowledge and enrichment on a flipped classroom model. Also, it can be an input on blended learning research area, particularly on flipped classroom research range. There are some research method concepts that are used in this research. The first one, for the research design, I implemented descriptive quantitative research. For the subject of the research, there were 18 students of outstanding class program in a private school in a regional of Indonesia was involved. The research location was at Islamic private school in regional of Indonesia, SMP Muhammadiyah. And it is taken for one class that is called Outstanding Class Program for first year grade. The data on student cognitive engagement was gained through observation notes. The data on academic performance was taken from student learning results. Then, the data from observation was described narratively, while students' learning result was analyzed using the writing rubric form of Heaton. Now, Let's move to the findings. In searching student cognitive engagement, the pattern of initiative engagement by Halverson and Graham is being the main reference. You can see in the pictures that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 points that I search within the concept of cognitive engagement. It is included attention, effort and persistence, time on task time, cognitive and metacognitive strategies, deep concentrations, and individual interests. This is all the part of cognitive engagement that I search in this research. We can say that there is a quantitative factor and there is a quality factors. The result of student cognitive engagement based on the prior concept, it can be said that student cognitive engagement in flipped classroom is not exposed much at outside class activities. Only one fourth of total students who actively engage in outside class activities like watching the learning video and doing simple tasks from the teachers. Student cognitive engagement still need to be encouraged to make them more active and enthusiastic to participate in learning process. Yet, students were active in classroom and enjoy doing classroom activities. Student academic performance. For student academic performance result, it is focused on student English writing on descriptive text, and it is measured using the scoring writing of hidden, including the content, the vocabulary, grammar, spelling, punctuation or mechanic. Then it is tabulated into the standard scoring of national education. The learning result here reveal a change to improve slightly. It can be seen from the table 1 and the table 2. Table 1 showed the student writing of achievement in pre-test, and table 2 show student writing result in post-test. Now, you probably can be seen clearly the student writing achievement in pre-test. So the scoring classification, there are 5: very good scoring, good, fair, poor, and very poor. Now, you can see in the frequency from total 18 students, 0 students in very good and good classifications. While if you check to table 2, there is already an improvement from very good to good, which is priorly only 0, and it is already improved to 5 and 9 students who got the scoring for very good classification and good classifications. So it can be seen that there is a slight improvement for the writing. So what I can conclude here, the flipped classroom in outstanding class program may work well if it is implemented actively by all parties like teachers, students, and parents. The student cognitive engagement in flipped classroom did not expose much at outside class activities. The slight improvement of student academic performance on English writing. So it is still can be improved highly if it involves all parties for learning. As I said priorly, it's suppose teachers' involvement, student involvement, as well as parents' involvement can make this learning model work well. And then flipped classroom implementation still need to be exposed to get its effectiveness in educational context. Flipped classroom will show its effectiveness in educational context if it is well prepared and well exposed. So this is very clear that if this learning model is prepared very well and then it is exposed very well, the effectiveness can be seen clearly. And then teachers' creativity, active students, parents' awareness, well-prepared classroom are contributing factors of flipped classroom success. Thank you. That's the end of my presentation. Bye-bye.